Ever had an axe to grind with anybody? Well, I have an axe to grind with a certain group of individuals. You know, when things just bother you, and not really that you bother you, it's the things that, you know, when you have a particular job to do, and it's for the benefit of the community, and they just don't understand, and they're irresponsible, and they just want to leave your stuff with any old buddy. They want your ID when you come down there to get it, but then they'll leave your package with any old buddy that doesn't present an ID. But they'll pester me about ID. But then, anyway, to make a long story short, this little segment is supposed to be about receiving a package that's supposed to be helpful to me so I can do my job to help you guys. Okay? It's a ministry, and I'm supposed to be helping the men so they can take care of their women and their children. That's what a ministry is about. It's about men. It's about being a father and trying to help each other, especially if you're an older man. You want to help your family, even though you might not understand that if you're the elder of a large group of people, then that means you're not only a father, you're an uncle to a large group of people. Especially if you're the oldest ones in the community and they don't understand that. But anyway, if you've ever had an axe to grind with anybody, how do you do it? Well, when you're grinding an axe, make sure you use some kind of a medium in between the abrasive object, the objection, which is abrasive, and use a little bit of what we call lubricant. Okay, sometimes people use water, but that causes the instrument to rust. And I don't think you really should do that, so I actually have a tendency to just be straightforward and do it anyway. So I just get straight to the point, lay it on there, and get it done. It doesn't matter what you apply to it, because it depends on the element. Anyhow, I ordered a compass. You know how I do it? I like to do the packaging thing. You know, it gets things sent to me from, you know, certain groups of individuals. I got something sent to me from the Smithsonian Institute and the Brunton Navigational Company in Wyoming. Pretty much, I went and cleaned up the place, and I picked up, you know, how I do it, stacks of lottery tickets. You know, if you'd like to see those. But anyhow, yeah, I don't really have those handy right now. I don't really feel like digging them out. But I want to share something with you, what they put on there. I went down to the UPS. See, first of all, they have two different groups of people. And according to the guy, he said, we're brown, they're blue. Okay, brown and blue. Let's get this together. What does that say? Leave if no response. I went down there 3 times to tell them I didn't want it left there. They left it there anyway, and I had to get this from somebody who says now they represent me because they had to sign for it. No, they left it no response, and that means I told them I didn't want it left there because it wasn't safe. But anyway, blue and brown, brown and blue. Brown is for packages. Blue is for letters and courier service. Carrier. Who's ever carrying this? Well, the brown guys are supposed to be doing the packages, and the blue guys are supposed to be doing the letters and checks and the notaries and stuff like that. Basically, They're supposed to be serving the courts. This is a carrier, basically, for packages, for supplies, for, you know, stuff that you might need to make it in life. Anyhow, they send it to me. It doesn't get to me. It goes through the affirmative action program that they have now implemented at the church, which is where originally we were supposed to be in charge of. And there's no ministers down there. There's no fathers there. It's basically ran by affirmative action programs, and they're all there for paychecks. So the ministry, or you know, the Church of Jesus Christ there, supposedly supposed to be, is now basically just a, you guessed it, business to make money. Anyhow, without further ado, let's get this part over with. I got in a package because I picked up a lot of things around here, and they said, we're going to give you an exchange. I was like, okay, and I said, what? They said, well, if you send us so many of these, we'll give you this. And I was like, ironically, guess what it is? It comes in a package. You know how we do it, the unboxing. This is what I got. This is an award. I didn't award this. I just picked up the points and had them order it. Remember, orders? People who are in charge give orders. And what do I have here? A tool. This is a Brunton O.S 60-meter orbital sighting system mirrored compass. The National Geographic recommends these, and the National Geographic, kids, is basically the Smithsonian Institute, and I'm a Smith. So what are the odds of that? This is a tool. Smiths make tools. The Smiths founded the area I'm currently staying at and the property I'm on. The area in Texas I grew up in is called Smith County. Ironically, isn't it? Anyhow, they said it's a $25 value for the maps that you can get from the National Geographic Service, but the maps are, as far as I'm concerned, priceless because, well, anyhow, the compass is made in Wyoming. Yeah. Basé avec mirror, or Spiegel compass, means spy. Spiegel means spy. Spiegel compass. It means to spy on somebody. And it has a, you know, on jails. You know, jail, the word jail's in there too. I love it the way the Dutch, or the High Plains Dutch people put it on. I mean, they're spying on the jails, and they're using this to survey and mark where all the places of what they call detention, so we can free the people. That's why I love them, when they actually put really what this is for. And that's what we're going to use it for. But anyhow, so I got this, this is the packing slip, and it says to Dr. Glenn William Munro Smith. And basically, to make a long story short, because I have an axe to grind, here's the compass. That's what it looks like. In the package, this is what you get. I haven't got to crack it open and use it. I know how to use one. It doesn't have the pace beads, or we call them the prayer beads. A lot of the guys in the first response, search and rescue, or wildcrafters, guys like that, you know, exploration and surveying, we call these pace beads, but it doesn't come with any. To mark off, you know, increments of measure of, you know, distance. I don't think you really need those, but they come in handy when you're actually looking for stuff, or you're trying to step something off. Call them prayer beads. No, not like when you go, say 15 Hail Marys. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not what we use those prayer beads for. They're just trying to imitate us, but they don't understand what the original beads were created for in the first place, because a lot of those guys were explorers. A lot of the early fathers of the church, they were explorers and surveyists and travelers and expeditionists. And they had ships. They weren't priests that, you know, clerics that sat in a building all day trying to figure out how to, you know, live life through a book. They're clerics. I mean, they just did paperwork. So anyhow, that's probably the reason why I'm not getting my mail and my packages where it needs to be. Anyhow, you get this. I got this from, like I said, I picked up the place. I had seen the Missouri lottery. Tickets laying everywhere, of course. This is another Missouri lottery thing. Even though it's ironic that it's made by all of our own relatives. Yeah, see, Brunton Court, Riverton, Wyoming. TheBruntonGroup.com. If you want to look them up. I don't really care for blue too much, but it does kind of need to be in a color that you can see it if you drop it. And, you know, if you like drop it on the ground, or if you know it's dark and you misplace it, it needs to be some kind of color where I can find it. You know, at least have a stripe on it of some sort so it can give me a warning, or, you know, hey, here I am. Anyway, this is what it looks like. And I ordered it for a reason, because, well, I need one. Because, well, when you're trying to get the hell away from people, or you're trying to identify things, it's a survey tool, basically. So, not that I don't know the area, because I don't need to be worried about the area. I need to be concerned about the people. I just don't want to be around certain groups of people. That's what I'm going to use it for. But it says it comes with 5 free U.S. maps, National Geographic, download details inside. Well, a download is not necessarily a map. You have to print that off. So, and they're going to charge you a pretty penny at the printing place, so it's probably going to end up costing me maybe like more like $75. But if I remember right, this compass was probably 60. It's one penny per point, and this was 6,000, so that's 60 points. So this was $60 basically, and that means I also paid for the, you guessed it, the shipping, which I wasn't too happy with. See, there's that is again. But anyhow, we're going to unbox this. There's the back. It comes with a, oh God, I can't even remember the common name for this, which I'll use it for. A tether, whatever you want to call that. But it doesn't have the paste beads on it, so I guess we'll have to do that on our own. I don't really need those. That's what it looks like on the front. This is what it looks like on the back. So, let's crack it open, and I'll quit bitching. You know how Uncle Glenn gets when he gets not on a soapbox, but usually in your grill. Come on now. There we go. Do we got a good view of this? Okay, all right. So what we're going to do is we're going to basically crack this open and check it out. This is how it comes in the box. You've seen how much the wrapping it's got in it, packaging, fluff. Damn, they could have shipped me some cookies. You know, my relatives used to send me food in here too. Guess they don't care. Too busy making the product, and probably the UPS guy got my cookies. Anyway, that's how it comes in the mail. This right here was the, yeah, OSS 60 meter compass, mirrored compass. Players Club. Right. Anyway, it says who the problem was, and I need to talk to the operator, Mr. Velasquez. The Americans. That's what I call them. Rich women. Yeah, we're rich. We don't care. The rest of us, the rest of them people, they can just go to hell. Alright. Anyway, that's what you get in the mail. Like I said, the mail, that stands for, you know, me, packages. Mails get packages, tools, stuff like that, supposedly. Anyway, there you go with that. So, I'll adjust this so you guys can, we'll get a closer look at it and open it up.